Welcome to BikeReview.com.au. I'm Chris, and today I'm having a look at Yamaha's TMax scooter. It's the TMax 530, and this is the Iron Max version. These are about 14 plus on road costs, so it's obviously a premium scooter. It's got a twin-cylinder engine in it, very low center of gravity. Obviously, it's a fair bit heavier than a normal scooter, but generally speaking, unless you're pushing that around your garage, it's not something that you'd notice. It's very nimble. It does have quite a long wheelbase, which you do notice. It's a slow turner, but you've still got enough nimbleness to kind of get your way through, commuting duties. Not so good at lane splitting. That's not something that I really was too keen on doing because it's quite wide. However, there are times when you can do that. It'll depend on your local roads, how kind of wide or narrow they are. And it's actually a really impressive machine. Obviously, you've got a lot of high-spec equipment on it. It's got more like super sport forks. It's got proper brakes on the front. It's got dual rotors, dual calipers. On the rear, it's got a massive rear brake. It's got a single caliper on the rear, but it also has a lever-activated rear brake. And what that does is it means that you can use the side stand and not worry about this scooter rolling away on you, which is really good. As you can see now, it's got the center stand, which is a nice piece of kit. Very easy to get up onto the center stand. Do have to be careful kind of where you get it on the center stand. Like on a soft surface like grass, can be quite hard to get it back off. However, not normally a problem. Very, very torquey for a scooter as well. A lot more performance than I was expecting when I first had it arrive and started testing this particular scooter. I was really impressed. I mean, this is the kind of performance that you'd probably expect from most of the 600cc naked bikes. It's got a heap of torque, really good pull, very, very good fueling, so it's easy to ride on and off the throttle. There's no snatchiness. Obviously, if you really open that throttle up, you can take off pretty quickly. It's got 180 as the max on the speedo. Believe me when I say it's very capable of very high speeds in that kind of region. It's just an awesome, fun thing to ride. And obviously, being a scooter, you're type of taking all of those things that make a scooter awesome. So you've got under-seat storage, which is accessed via this button here. Plenty of room for a full-face helmet, gloves. Might be able to get a whole jacket in there as well, which means you don't have to walk around with all your gear. You don't have to lift the seat to fill up the fuel, which is another great thing. It's just here with a locking cap there. All of the controls are electronic with a fob, so you don't actually need to insert a key. It's just a one click to turn it on. I will turn it on now so you can hear the exhaust, which is quite loud. Now that's the aftermarket Acro exhaust system. It does have the bung out, so it has the silencer out, so that's about as loud as it's going to get. Quite fun to ride around with that on. Around town it can get a little bit of a droning kind of experience, however out on the open roads, really, really good. And it's just one of those machines which really is way more than the sum of its parts. I was a bit taken back by the price because obviously this is a scooter, but when you look at it more as an option that might replace like a mid-capacity motorcycle that you want to commute to go two-up in particular, this thing is awesome for two-up riding. It's got a generous perch on the back, it's got these great handrails, it's got the nice kind of generous proportions for the pillion, which means they're not stuck in behind you. This thing's definitely capable of handling the open Australian roads. You could do some long-term trips on this and I don't think you'd have any problems at all. Obviously, I'd recommend the top box on the back for a bit of extra storage, but apart from that, this thing comes pretty much perfect for being a great all-rounder, especially for a scooter. So if you're thinking to yourself, oh, I'd really like a motorcycle, I want that power, a little bit better handling than a scooter normally would offer. This isn't going to be quite the same as motorcycle handling. Like I said, the long wheelbase makes it quite a slow turner in comparison to other scooters or even sports bikes, but it's still nimble at low speeds, still handles really, really well. It's got great ground clearance. I've taken a lot of corners, really leant over. Nothing's touched down, which really says a lot because some of those corners were really, really tight or I was really, really moving, so very impressive. And it's just an awesome machine. This is the kind of machine that if you're wanting kind of the compromise between a scooter and a sports bike, you're going to be very happy with this. You're losing a little bit of that sports bike performance, but at the same time you're getting just so much more than a traditional small capacity scooter. And this is the kind of machine that you can really enjoy with another person. You can take 2 people on it with ease, you can tour around, you can do longer trips. Neither of you are going to be worrying about comfort. Great fuel economy, it's getting about 4 litres per 100 Ks. So you're getting, a good 300, 350 Ks before you even have to worry about filling up the tank, and it's just awesome fun. So for a scooter, I can't recommend it enough, and it's definitely something that I'd be very happy to live with here in Sydney. Don't forget to check out the full test on BikeReview.com.au if you're watching this video on YouTube, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you.